السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ما بعد. I welcome you all to the class of Hidayatun Nahw, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We've finished 10 lessons till now, and we finished with Marfu'at. We have totally 56 lessons if I remember correctly, and we finished 10 of them, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Today we begin Mansoobaat. Mansoobaat, al-maqsad al-thani, al-asma' al-mansooba. So he'll explain all the mansoobaats and then, give details about each one of them. Asma' al-mansoobat, there are 12 types. There are 12 types. He starts with al-maf'ul al-mutlaq. And if you remember, we've done Madina books, Mafool al-mutlaq is a masdar which comes after the verb. Like وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. It could be from the same verb or a similar meaning verb or the same form or a different form. So a masdar which comes for, for ta'keed mostly, or for type, to tell the type, لِبَيَانِ الْعَدَد, or the number, لِبَيَانِ النَّوْعِ, or لِلتَّأْكِيد. The three uses generally for maf'ul mutlaq. Then the second is maf'ul bihi, which is the basic thing which we've done in Madina book 2, if you've done. Right? Daraba Hamidun Khalidan. Hamid hit Khalid. This is called maf'ulun bihi. Then we have maf'ulun fihi, which is called dharf, tahta, amama, all mansoobat, which end in fatha, if they are singular. Al-maf'ulun lahu. Al-maf'ulu lahu, that is maf'ul lahu, tells you the reason why you're doing stuff. Right? I kharajtu min al-bayt. I left from the house. Why? Khawfan min al I did not leave. ما خرجت من البيت خوفا من المطر, fearing the rain. I did not leave from the house fearing the rain. مفعول معه shows two things are happening together. جاء البرد والجبات. The winter came along with cloaks. Correct. So that is called مفعول. المفعول معه. المفعول معه. Then you have hal. Hal shows you the state of doing, like how did you, it answers the question, how did you do the action? Like Hamid came, how did he come? Rakiban. Ja Hamidun. Rakiban. Hamid came riding. So he'll talk about hal. Tamiz is generally for measurements. Like I bought a liter. So you might like ask, what liter of what? Liter of milk, haliban, or a kilo of something. Or it could be for comparisons also, like I'm better than you in what? In handwriting, fil khattan. Or there could be something else also, tamyiz, for something which is mubham, which is not specified, and then you bring a tamyiz for that. Then you have muthanna. Muthanna is exception after illa, ghayru, and all that. And there are detailed rulings. If you've done Madina books in last lessons of Madina, he teaches mustathna, istithna, not muthanna, mustathna. Then khabar of Kana, obviously Kana and its sisters. So Kana has many sisters, right? All its khabar are mansoob. And Inna's ismu inna, anna, lakinna, la'alla, layta. Five sisters of Inna, all of the isma are mansoob. Accusative la used for negating the collective noun. This is called la li nafil jins. La of class negation, la ilaha. This is called, which negates everything. Like if I say, La rajulun fil bayt, there's no man in the house, I could say bal rajulan, but two men. But if I negate it totally, La rajula fil bayt, that is called that is, there's no man at all in the house. That is called. And something like Laysa is the 12th one. Khabar of ma and la, which resemble Laysa. Laysa, that is ma hijaziya, it is called, or la al mushabbaha bi Laysa, la, which is resembling Laysa. So these are the 12. So we'll have approximately 12, I guess, lessons about all the mansubats. All the mansubat. Inshallah. So al-qismul awwal, the first type is al-maf'ulun mutlaq. Al-maf'ul mutlaq. وهو مصدر بمعنى فعل مذكور قبله. It is a masdar with the meaning, mentioned meaning, with the meaning of the mentioned verb before it. Right? So there's a verb before, darabtu, for example, Hamidan, I hit Hamid. But the masdar is brought, darban. ضربا ويذكر للتأكيد. It is brought for emphasis. تأكيد for emphasis. نحو وكلم الله موسى تكليما. Allah spoke to Musa directly, speaking to him. And to Musa, وكلم الله موسى تكليما. Allah spoke, Allah addressed speaking to him. This is in verse number. This okay. So that's it, yeah. Directly or takliman could be translated anyways, because this is ta'kid, no? This is just for emphasis that Allah did really speak to him. Wali bayanin now, or it could also come to tell the type, like sit. But how should I sit? So should I sit like on the ground, on the chair? Or, I mean, that's the location. But how should I sit? Should I sit like a teacher or a scholar? So I say no, just sit just like a student. Idli jilsat al-qari, like a reciter of the Quran. نحو وتحبون المال حبا جما. Like لبيان now, you love wealth, but what kind of wealth do you love? Exceeding. Jamma is like complete love, exceeding love. That is for type. أول لبيان العدد, or for number. لبيان العدد, or for number. For example, جلست جلسة أو جلستين أو جلسات. See, جلست, I sat. But I have to say one sitting only, two sittings, three sittings, or many sittings. So jalsatan, one sitting only. That is called number. Or jalsatain, or two, or jalasat, many numbers. So these are the three ways generally maf'ul mutlaq is used. وقد يكون من غير لفظ الفعل. Is it necessary that the masdar, the verbal noun of that verb, should be from the same verb? Not necessary. So he says وقد يكون من غير لفظ الفعل. It could be, it is not necessary. It could be that from غير لفظ الفعل. It is not from the same love, the same letters of the verb. نحو قعدت جلوسا. قعد is also to sit. jalasa is also to sit. So قعدت جلوسا, I sat sitting. وقد يحذف. So it's not necessary to have the same letters. Is a word different than the verb? قعدت جلوسا. I sat some sittings. جلوسا is some sittings. Or I sat sittings. وقد يحذف فعله لقيام قرينة جوازا. وقد يحذف فعله. And sometimes قد, if it comes in mudara, means sometimes, yeah. So that's why I'm translating as sometimes. وقد يحذف فعله. Its verb can be omitted لقيام قرينة جوازا. There should be some context, right? If you're deleting the verb itself, we are deleting this first word itself, there should be some context. You can't just julusan, no, it's not allowed. But there should be some context. So culturally, there should be said jawazan. It should be allowed. كقولك للقادم. If a person is coming, you'll say خير مقدم, good coming, right? How do you translate خير مقدم? Your arrival was the best of arrivals. خير مقدم. So you know that means أي قدمت قدوما. فخير اسم تفضيل. خير مقدم. أي قدمت قدوما خير مقدم. So you've deleted two things, the verb as well as qudum, and you brought خير. So that قدمت is obviously understood because the person is coming. خير مقدم. قدمت قدوما فخير اسم تفضيل. اسم تفضيل. خير is اسم تفضيل. خير. That is أخير, like akbar. And remember, for shar and khair, the meanings are better or the best or worse or worse. Right? For shar, literally should have been akhyar. ومصدريته باعتبار الموصوف أو المضاف إليه. And the masdar could be موصوف, could be as a موصوف, that is word being described, or the word is annexed to it as idafa. You can bring as mudaf mudaf ilayh, like khayra makhdamin, or qadimta, or you can just say khuduman mubarakan. You can bring a sifa also, like a nat also, I think. From what masdariyatuhu bi'atibar al-mawsuf, you can bring a mawsuf khuduman mubarakan. So you can just say mubarak, or you can bring us like here khayra makhdam al-mudaf ilayhi. وهو مخدم أو خدوما. Oh, okay, so both are fine. Yeah. أو قدمت خدوما. So خير مخدم you can say. Or he brought قدمت خدوما. That means you just can say خدوما. خدوما. This is called jaiz, he says. This is allowed. If you If you bring the verb also, it's fine, right? And wa wujuban, and there's something mandatory. You have to delete the verb all the time. For example, wa huwa sama'iyun, it is heard from the Arabs. Nahu shukran. Literally, it was ashkuruka shukran. I thank you profoundly. Shukran is just for emphasis. Shukran. So ashkuruka is removed. You can never say that because you've never heard from the Arabs. They just say shukran. Why is it mansub? Because it is mafoolun mutlaq for the verb which is deleted before. Right? Ashkuruka shukran. So ashkuruka is under saqyan. Saqyan also to make drink, give someone drink. Or, no, may Allah suit your thirst. Oh, okay. Saqyan. May Allah suit your thirst. So this is all about mafoolun mutlaq. So saqyan also, may Allah suit you. So saqallahu saqyan. Saqakallahu saqyan. I think it is that. Saqakallahu saqyan. There's some footnotes, and we'll go down and read some footnotes 26 and 28. 26, 27, 28. Surah Nisa, this is fine. In other words, ashkuru laka shukran or ashkuruka shukran. He gives this thing, and saqakumullahu saqya. May Allah give you water. May Allah give you water. Okay, okay. All right. So that was mafool mutlaq. Correct? Mafool mutlaq. The next one is mafoolun bihi. In the 11th lesson, I think it brings one more. One more. So in each lesson, there are two, I guess. Then we have al-maf'ulu bihi. So I hope maf'ul mutlaq is clear. Maf'ul mutlaq is used for three things. One is for emphasis, right? The second is for tell the type. وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَالَ حُبًّا جَمًّا. And the third is for numbers. And third is to bring a numbers. Jalastu jalsatan. So what is maf'ul mutlaq? A masdar, verbal noun, right? I hope you know masdars, right? Masdars which come for a verb which ceases to emphasize, to tell the type, or to tell the number. So you have a verb before, and then a masdar comes after. To gives. And so very difficult because we don't have this in our language, in English or in Urdu as such. So mafulun mutlaq may be a little difficult to understand, but remember, it is, I mean, the Quran is full of it. So you'll get used to it, inshallah. Maful mutlaq, the absolute object. القسم الثاني المفعول به. The قسم الثاني is what? المفعول به, the object, the direct object. Maful bihi, direct object, like you hit someone, so, or something. So you need an object for it. وهو اسم يقع عليه فعل الفاعل, and it is a noun. يقع عليه فعل الفاعل. يقع falls or occurs. وقع is to fall or to occur. Is a noun upon which the subject's action occurs. It's a noun on which the action should occur. Like there's a verb, right? There's an action, and like hitting. So there should be a doer, that's called fa'il, and on whom or a person or a thing to hit. Right? That's called maf'ulun bihi. The action. So the maf'ulun bihi is not doing any action. He's receiving the action. He's doing what? He's receiving the action. That's called maf'ul bihi. Nahw akramtu Zaidan. I honored Zaid. Zaid is not doing anything, but I'm honoring Zaid. So the ta here is the fa'il. Zaid is maf'ulun bihi. وَقَدْ يَتَقَدَّمُ عَلَى الْفَاعِلِ. And sometimes what you can do, can we change the order around? Can we bring maf'ulun bihi first? Yes. Yes, I mean, it's fine. نَحُ نَصَرَ عَمْرًا زَيْدٌ. Why will they do it? To show emphasis, like Amr was... So we can't translate in English like that. But Zaid helped Amr. But the meaning in Arabic is different. It's like Nasar... Amr was helped by Zaid. Yeah? You want to emphasize Amr. Was emphasized Amr. So you brought Amr first. Like Amr is some minister or something. And Zaid was a low person, poor man. But he helped the king or minister. So you want to emphasize Amr. Zaid, Nasara Zaid. Amran Nasara Zaid. وَقَدْ يُحْذَفُ فِعْلُ. So one thing, order is not a issue. You can play around with it. The second, وَقَدْ يُحْذَفُ فِعْلُهُ لِقِيَامِ قَرِينَةٍ. You can delete the verb also, like Nasara. You can delete it. There should be some context, obviously, that the person should understand. For example, first is Javazan. Like previously, also Javazan, we saw that some situations you can delete if there's a context, if somebody is coming. You can say, Khuduban Mubarakan ya Muhammad. Yeah, you can say, oh, welcome. Oh, what a blessed welcome this is. Khuduman Mubarak. Or you can say, Khayra Makhtam. You can either make it Mudaf Nafilay, or you can make a Manut Nat. Here also same thing. Jawazan, there's some situation where you can do your own, you can delete the verbs. كقوله خيرا, like خيرا, good. في الآية الكريمة ماذا أنزل ربكم قالوا خيرا. Like an example, what did your Lord reveal? خيرا. That means I أنزل خيرا. The verb you delete because they're asking a question. So in questions, you can do that. Like man darabta, whom did you hit? Zaidan. You can just say Zaid. Zaidan. You have to make it mansub because the answer is darabtu Zaidan. I hit Zaid. So darabtu is related. I can just say Zaidan. ووجوبا in في أربعة مواضع. And wajib, it is mandatory in 4 places. In Mafool Mutlaq, he told 2 places. I mean, it's Samai. Whatever Arabs made in Mafool Mutlaq, here it is 4 places. أولها سماعي والبواقي قياسية. واجب, you have to hide the verb. You cannot bring the verb فعل at all. One is سماعي, what we have heard from the Arabs. One is قياسي. قياسي means there's a pattern. You can put any verb in it. So there's a logic behind it and you can use it. That's called قياسي. Yeah, you can measured one. So this is the translation. You can read through it. Permissible. One is permissible, but there are 4 places wajib you have to delete the verb, and the first one is samai, and the rest are according to the rules. So what are the wajib ones where you have to hide the fail? Don't bring the verb at all. I cannot say darabtu zaidan, for example. I cannot say the verb daraba. In some situations, what are the situations? He'll say there are 4 situations. First one, this is just heard. Al-awwalu nahwu imra'an wa nafsahu. There's a statement, imra'an wa nafsahu, leave him and himself, man and himself. And there's a statement where people Arabs say imra'an wa nafsa or imra'an wa nafsa. Leave him alone. Leave ay da'ahu wa nafsahu. Leave him. So they'll never say da'ahu wa nafsahu and himself. Don't mind your business. Don't interfere. That's how you say imra'an wa nafsa. This is just heard. We just have to say like this. We can never say like this, da'ahu wa nafsahu, because we've never heard like this to use the verb. Wa intahu khayran lakum. This is, it is better for you. This is also a verb. Intahu khayran lakum. Ay intahu anit tathlithi. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about tathlith, Trinity. Right? Intahu, stop. It is better for you. So stop from what? That means anit tathlithi, Trinity. That's understood, obviously. Intahu khayran lakum. وَوَحِّدُوا الْإِلَهَ وَاقْصِدُوا خَيْرًا لَكُمْ. And وَحِّدُوا الْإِلَهَ, make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala one, unify Allah, وَاقْصِدُوا, and pursue goodness, وَاقْصِدُوا خَيْرًا. Pursue what? خَيْرًا. And pursue goodness for yourself. فَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ خَيْرًا لَكُمْ. So this is why mansub, because this is an object of iqsidu. I mean, this is one, this thing. Somebody could say, فَهُوَ خَيْرًا لَكُمْ, but why is it mansub? You cannot say make it mansub. So maybe that's why they've said khayran is why is it mansub? Because waqsidu, and pursue goodness. Qasada is to seek, pursue. So this is also a place where mansub because of mafoolun bihi, and the verb is deleted. Waqsidu is deleted, and all this is also deleted. Mahdhuf, it's understood. Wa ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan is also mafoolun bihi. It's not mafoolun mutlaq, mafoolun bihi. Ay atayta qawman ahlan. This is like a nat. You have come to a people who are like family. Nat. So ahlan. Wa atayta makanan sahlan. And you have attained a place of ease. Sahal also means a straight line. Because you put a tent, right? It has to be a straight line now. It's not like curved up and down. Sahal. Sahal. وَنَحْوُهُمَا مِمَّا اشْتُهِرَ بِحَذْفِ الْفِعْلِ. And others similar to these from what is known. One is wajib. This is what we have heard. Ahlan wa sahlan. Marhaban is also something like that. Marhaba also means there's a lot of space in the tent or something. The meaning is like that. So, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban, you never say atayta qawman ahlan wa atayta makanan. So you don't say that. You just say ahlan wa sahlan. So this is one place where the object mafulun bihi, the verb is deleted. And you just understood from the context, and this is just samai. Right? You have to delete. You never say like this. And whatever is famous, tuhira bihadfil fail. Whatever is famous by delete. So it's not like these only come. Whatever's famous uh, in the language, you do that in the language, in the Arabic language. Athani. This is tahdhir. Tahdhir. Now, this is something which is according to the context. These are rules, fixed rules. You cannot not bring the verb at-tahdhir, warning someone. مثل إياك والأسد. It should be إياك. This is a mistake. إياك والأسد. Beware of the lion. So that's how they say. إياك والأسد. إياك والأسد. Why is asad mansoob? It's a maf'ulun bihi of a hidden verb. أصله قِ نفسك من الأسد. And its origin is قِ نفسك. قِ is waqa, yaqi, amr is قِ. وقنا عذاب النار. قِ is to save. That means save yourself. إياك والأسد. That means قِ نفسك من الأسد. This is the way they say. So you'll never say قِ نفسك من الأسد because the time is so short. I mean, you say save your, oh hello brother, assalamu alaikum, save yourself from the lion and all that. If you say the lion will eat him till that time, right? So you have to say quickly, إياك والأسد, or you can just say al-Asad, al-Asad. Like he'll tell next one, أو تكراد المحذر منه. أو تكراد المحذر, or you repeat the muhaddar is the thing you're being warned, like the lion or something. Muhaddar, you're warning against. Minhu, like at-tariq, the road. That means move away from the road. I can. So if you go for Hajj Umrah, this is very common. At-tariq, ya Hajji, tariq. Give me the road. That is, save yourself from the road. I mean, accident or car is coming, or you are driving, you have a wheelchair or something in the tawaf. So mataf. So at-tariq. You're just saying, beware of the road, go on the footpath, whatever. Tariq. Or give me way also. أعطيني الطريق. Give me some way. فالعامل في باب التحذير هو الفعل المقدر. And the amil, why is it mansoob? He says, because this is a fi'l which is estimated, muqaddar. You just imagine it. مثل توقع, احذر, وتجنب إلى آخره. توقع, save yourself. احذر, stay away from. Warn, tajannab, stay away. Tajannab is also stay. إلى آخره. It's a verb, you can imagine, it's already there. Right? So second place where it is mandatory to hide the verb is tahrir, when you're warning someone. Two ways of warning in here he taught us. One is iyaka wal asad. So if you go to a gate of someone and there's a dog there, he has a dog. So they'll write on the gate, iyakum wal kilab. Beware of the dog. That's how. Wal kilaba with a fatham. Iyakum wal kilaba. Beware of the dog. And the second way is just repeating that word. Al asad, al asad. Al hayyat, al hayya. Whatever, the snake. At-tariq. Why is it mansoob, you might ask? Oh, there's a verb which is hidden. This is mafulim. This is the second place where we have to hide the verb. Al-thalith, ismun. And this is something which is rare. It's just a type of saying. So those two ones are important because very common. But this is like ismun udmira amiluhu bisharti tafsirihi bifi'lin yudhkaru ba'dahu. So it is a noun, and you brought a pronoun before it. Udmira amiluhu. Its amil is hidden. Udmira means hidden. Amiluhu bisharti tafsirihi bifi'lin yudhkaru ba'dahu. By the condition that it should be mentioned after it. For example, Zaidan, like he gives later on. Zaidan, Zaid, darabtuhu. See, I hit him. So the verb is hidden. It should have started with darabtu Zaidan, but you want to emphasize on Zaid. Zaid, I hit him, right? So like that. يشتغل ذلك الفعل عن ذلك الاسم بضميره. You cannot say يشتغل is busy. ذلك الفعل عن ذلك الاسم بضميره. That verb is busy with that noun, with its pronoun. For example, see. For example, Hamidan, correct? Hamidan darabtu. This is fine. This is which we learned before. There should be an alif here. Hamidan. Correct. So this is fine. You can say this is maf'ul bihi muqaddam, this is fail, this is file. The ta is the file, correct? But I bring one more thing. Darabtu hu. Now you cannot say this is maf'ulun bihi. No. Why? Because this is fail, this is file, this is maf'ul. And daraba does not take two maf'uls, right? Two objects. So you cannot say, oh, this is the maf'ulun bihi muqaddam, which is maf'ulun bihi, which has come first. Because this verb, yastaqilu dhalika al-fi'l, that verb is busy. And ذلك الاسم, from this verb, from this noun, بضميره, with this. So, no, I mean, this is busy because of this who, the ha verb here, the ha pronoun here. بحيث لو سلط عليه هو أو مناسبه لنصبه. بحيث, where, if the verb governed it or its appropriate substitute, it would be accusative. Like if this was not there, I think he says, or this verb came before, this would have made it mansoob. Nahw Zaydan akramtuhu. Zayd, I've honored him. فَإِنَّ زَيْدًا مَنْصُوبٌ بِفِعْلٍ مَحْذُوفٍ. So how do you do the i'rab of this Zayd? Why is it mansoob? So these grammarians said, okay, we have to assume there's a verb before it. All right, because we cannot say this is the object of akramtu because the ha is the object. Right? Correct? Nam. So ha is the object. فَإِنَّ زَيْدًا مَنْصُوبٌ بِفِعْلٍ مَحْذُوفٍ. There's a word which is hidden. وَهُوَ أَكْرَمْتُ. And it is what? أَكْرَمْتُ. So literally, if you assume like this, it is أَكْرَمْتُ زَيْدًا أَكْرَمْتُهُ. وَيُفَسِّرُ الْفِعْلُ الْمَذْكُورُ بَعْدُهُ وَهُوَ أَكْرَمْتُهُ. So I honored Zaid. That means I honored him. So just understood that there's a verb hidden. وَلِهَذَا الْبَابِ فُضُوعٌ كَثِيرًا. And this is numerous branches, he says. Numerous branches. This is a verb where you have to hide the verb. I cannot say akramtu Zaidan akramtuhu. It's not allowed. Because this is just a rare situation where we had to bring a verb which is hidden. A verb which is hidden. So it is understood. So this is a rare situation, anyways, theoretical. So this is the third one. He didn't bring the fourth one. I think he'll bring it in the next one. Arabe, yeah. Munada, because it has a long lesson, I guess. Munada when you want to call, because there's so many things in Munada, no? If you're calling one person who has just one name, like Muhammadun, it becomes Ya Muhammadu, like that. And but we are not concerned about that. We are concerned about Abdullahi. When you're calling someone, you say Abdullahi, yani Adu'u Abdullah. So you never say Adu'u. You just say Ya Abdullah or just Abdullah. Al-Khulasa. This is a summary of today's lesson. Al-Maf'ul al-Mutlaq. Masdarun yudhkaru ba'da fi'lin min lafdhihi. It's a masdar which is mentioned after a word min lafdhi. Same word or min ghayri lafdhi. Or it could be a different word which has the same meaning. Ta'kidan li ma'na. Why? Ta'kidan li ma'nahu. To give ta'kid, emphasis to its meaning. Or bayan li naw'ihi, or its type. Or bayan li adadihi, or its number. Then we have al-maf'ul bihi ismun waqa alayhi al-fi'lu al-fa'ili ithbatan aw nafyan. Maf'ulun bihi is what? Ismun waqa alayhi fi'l. A verb has occurred on it, a noun. It's a noun on the verb which has occurred on him. Fi'lu al-fa'ili, the action of the doer. Ithbatan aw nafyan. It could be affirmative or negative. Maf'ulun bihi is obvious. Hadful fi'li. How? When do you delete? يجوز حذف الفعل لقيام قرينة. This should be some context where you have to delete the verb. One is جوازا and وجوبا في أربعة مواضع. It is mandatory in 4 places. We've learned 3 of them. One is سماعي, أهلا وسهلا, for example. أولها سماعي والبواقي قياسية. The first one is heard and the others are قياسي. You can there are rules for that specific. And the first one we've learned that, and second is warning someone. So we never say the word when you're warning someone. You never say that. Then the third thing is we learned if there's a verb, noun comes and the verb comes which yufassiruhu ma qablahu, and it gives the tafsir of what is before. In the rare situation anyway. أسئلة. أعرف المفعول المطلق وعدد أنواعها مع إيراد أمثلة لها. Explain مفعول مطلق وعدد أنواعه مع إيراد الأمثلة لها. إيراد is bringing examples for it. What is مفعول مطلق? So you can go back and answer. متى يحذف فعل المفعول المطلق? When is the verb of مفعول المطلق deleted? Correct? We learned two ways. One is جوازا and one is wujuban. Jawazan is like, there's a context if somebody is coming quduban mubarakan ya Muhammad, or there is wajib is when shukran. In shukran you have to delete it. اشرح ذلك مفصلا مع إيراد أمثلة موضحة. Explain that, bringing examples. ما هو المفعول به? What is مفعول به? Object وقع اسم وقع عليه فعل الفاعل إثباتا أو نفيا. متى يتقدم الفعل مفعول به على الفاعل? When does the مفعول به على الفاعل? You can do any time. I mean, it's fine. وضح ذلك بأمثلة. Give an example. زيدا ضربته. متى يحذف فعل المفعول? When is the verb deleted? Can you delete the verb فعل? نعم. There are 4 places it says in that. اذكر ذلك مع أمثلة مفيدة. You can go back and see the examples. عدل الأسماء المنصوبة. Give all the 12 in اسم المنصوبات, مفعول به, مفعول مطلق and all that 12. ما هو التحذير? What is warning? When you want to warn. الأسد الأسد or إياك والأسد. مثل لذلك. We give examples. اذكر الاشتغال. What is اشتغال? اشتغال is to be busy, occupied, preoccupied by something else. That is called اشتغال. Like we saw زيدا أكرمته. So the verb أكرمته, أكرم, is busy because of the ha damir. So you cannot say maf'ulun bihi came first. You cannot do that because you have only one maf'ulun bihi, and that is the pronoun. عين, it should be عين. This is a mistake, typo. عين المفعول وبين نوعه في الجملة التالية. Find the مفعول. ورتل القرآن ترتيلا. This is مفعول مطلق and recite the Quran slowly. ترتيلا ترتيلا, melodious way. وتحبون المال حبا جما. This is مفعول مطلق للتأكيد, for emphasis. وتحبون المال حبا جما, and you love wealth, complete love. So this is لبيان النوع. تعلم الطفل الصلاة. The child learned the salah. This is مفعول به. أكرمني أخوك. Your brother honored me. So the ya here is the مفعول به. مفعول به. Who was honored? I was honored. النار النار. Allah. Subhanallah. النار النار. That is, if you see like this, what does it mean? النار النار أيها المسلمون. That means beware of the fire. This is تحذير. And this is تحذير. And this is called مفعول به. And the fail should be محذوف all the time. So this is مفعول به لفعل محذوف. أباك أكرمته. Your father I have honored. So here, this is also the last third type, right? And not the last, the second last type. He taught us that this is مفعول به لفعل محذوف also. The verb is وجوبا, deleted all the time. دع مفعولا مناسبا في الفراغات الآتية وبين نوعه. Put a مفعول مناسبا, appropriate مفعول, in the empty spaces, following empty spaces, وبين نوع type. قرأ سعيد قراءة. القرآن, you can bring anything. سعيد read the Quran. إياك نعبد. إياك نعبد مفعول به مقدم إياك. And why was إياه brought? You can go back to Medina books. اقرأ. اقرأ القرآن مفعول به. أدبت الولد تأديبا. I taught adab, I taught etiquette to the child properly. تأديبا is مفعول مطلق للتأكيد, for تأكيد. كتبت كتابة أو كتبت رسالة. I wrote a letter. وقفت. I stood عند المدرسة. No, he doesn't want. He wants وقفت. I don't know. وقفة, to stand or to stop. It could be stop also. I stopped. Stop should be وقفت, I think. He wants مفعول. I don't know this one. قعدت جلوسا. I sat because I stopped or stood. I stood what? وقفة المدرسة, because he wants something مضاف مضاف إليه. No, I don't know what should come here. الله أعلم. عارف مما يأتي أكرم العلماء. أكرم فعل عمر, and this علماء is مفعول به. Honor the scholars. أديت واجبي أداء تاما. I performed my salawat. Wajib is compulsory. أداء تاما. Oh yeah, wajibi here means salah, I guess. أداء تاما, proper way. So أديت فعل ماضي. تا is the file. واجبي is مفعول به وهو مضاف وعلامة نصبه فتحة مقدرة. The fatha you cannot say because it is مضاف يا متكلم. أداء تاما. أداء, this is called مفعول مطلق. منصوب تاما is not. And this مفعول مطلق لبيان النوع. اكتب الدرس, write the lesson. قرأت كتابا, this is اكتب is فعل أمر and this is مفعول به. قرأت كتاب النحو, I read, this is مفعول به. I read فعل. كتاب النحو مفعول به, النحو is مضاف إليه. قعدت جلوسا, قعد is فعل and جلوسا is مفعول مطلق and لبيان النوع. عشت في بلدك عيشة راضية, I lived in your land or your country a pleasing life. So this is مفعول مطلق again, منوط not. عشت is فعل في بلدك, في بلدتك, in your land, or not your land, country. بلدة, in your land. So this is jar majrur mudaf mudaf ilayh. All right, that's it. Inshallah, we'll read the rabi' is munada, aqsamul munada and all that in our next class, where you have to delete tadkhimul munada is also there, and then mandub is also there. So lesson 12 is all only about the fourth type, correct? Where the verb has to be deleted. Then we'll go to qismu thalith, which is al-maf'ulu fihi. Al-maf'ulu fihi. بارك الله فيكم جزاك الله خيرا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته